everybody. Today I'm bringing you this fun photo of my very first car. It's not my actual car, but I was at another event this summer and they had a car show that we just walked through on a whim, and they had the exact replica of my car, which is really super exciting and fun for me because it has been many years, well over 30 years since I saw this car. So anyway, I am using a lot of Chamel Go Now Go here in this particular layout, and I wanted to use that striped background paper. I liked how it popped the colors in the photographs because there's a lot of really nice red and blue and green in that photograph. So I just did what Chamel will actually often do, and I cut a 3-inch strip of that paper, and then, or 4-inch strip actually, and then I put it on that red background paper. So the red striped paper is from Chamel Go Now Go. The paper is called Action. The background red paper is also from Go Now Go, and it's called Cafe. And then I wanted to use that journaling card on the layout. It does have like suitcases and that kind of thing, but that's, even though I'm not going on a trip, that's really important with this car because it was the car I bought when I was a junior in college, and I went back and forth between home and college a lot in this car. So there was a lot of luggage, and it was perfect for carrying it because it had a nice big back station wagon back, but it also had a rooftop carrier that we used when we were going home for long breaks like Christmas and Easter and or spring break, and then also home for the summer. So anyway, so those suitcases are highly appropriate for this layout. But when I put those two on just on the red and striped paper, I knew that I needed some sort of shelf to hold them and ground them. So that's where the green paper came in, and that's from Chamel Go Now Go, and it's called Move. And then I decided I wanted some sort of separation between the red and the striped paper. It needed some sort of border and boundary between the two. So I found this Freckled Fawn washi tape in like a wood grain, in a green wood grain. So that did a nice job of giving it that boundary that I really felt that I needed. That journaling card, I didn't tell you where that was from. That journaling card is Go Now Go. It's from the Run paper, which is the cut apart paper in this particular collection. Now I'm looking at pieces, trying to decide what to do. I found a wood button that says Go on it, so I definitely want to use that. That's from Go Now Go, the wood buttons. And then I found that die cut that says Enjoy the Journey. And also I'm playing around a little bit with other pieces right now, but that die cut is from the ephemera pack. It is, in this particular case, it's just called the ephemera. And I liked that camera from the sticker book, which is the accent and phrase stickers. And the reason I like that is because I'm taking a photo of my car. I mean, it wasn't the photo of my actual car, so I just thought that that was kind of appropriate that I use that. I am going to ink all of these elements. Chamel inks often when she does her scrapbooking, and I really think that that the papers often look good or better actually because of that, and I think it is because she so often inks things. I found that ticket in the accent and phrase sticker book again and decided I really wanted to do that. It says I was here on it, even though it's not a ticket to any particular event, although I guess at an event, you know, we were at an event, but we didn't need tickets to get into this car show. But I just like the I was here. And I'm going to document the year and make of my car, and then also the date that we were at this event that I saw it. So, you know, it is a present event, but it is talking about something from the past. So I'm using getting both the dates on there. And I'm inking even the stickers here as well. As I said, I'll ink everything here. Now I know I'm going to journal on that ticket on the bottom right and also on the journaling card, so that enjoy the journey is starting. As I'm looking at that, I'm thinking I'm going to need other things up there. So as I'm doing what I know, which is where these pieces are going to go, I'm thinking, what else can I do to help that enjoy the journey? Because I'm not going to do any journaling on there. I'm pretty sure I'll have enough room on the card, which I will. And I suppose I could have told the story about, I didn't really tell the story about the event that we were at, or I could have, told a little story up there that we were at this event and I saw this card, but I decided not to do that. This will be placed in my albums with all the layouts from that event. So I can talk about it there if I want to, if I decide I think that's important. Although, honestly, it's not really that important. Now I am thinking about maybe putting something on the side of that journaling card there, just to give it a little, it needs another cluster on this page somewhere. But I'm also as I'm thinking about that, I'm also thinking about what am I going to do with that huge white space at the top there, because something needs to happen. And I'm toying with using some arrows that are from the sticker pack. But that's not quite what I want to do. It just didn't look right to my eye. And I like the arrow there, so I'm trying to find elements around it. And I haven't quite discovered what I'm going to do yet, but I'm close. Again, trying another camera here to see if maybe that works, and that would have been fine, really. I like my solution in the end better. So as I was going through these, now I see these phrase stickers, and I'm thinking, oh, that could work. I just decided, you saw me pull that arrow off. I'm like, what kind of phrase could I use? So I found one and then thought, okay, if I have room for another one, that would work. So the two phrases are see the beauty, which of course I thought this was beautiful back in its day, and then keep moving. And it just, it was really fun to see that car. I had a really nice discussion with the man who owned it, who was actually about my age, actually, which is really funny because he looked old to me. But, that's what happens when we age and we don't realize we do it. So then I know I want to add something else up in there, and I see the puffy heart stickers from the Go Now Go collection. And I decide that that is what I want to use on this particular layout. And the puffy heart stickers are just called puffy stickers in the collection. Then I remembered that go button, that I really wanted to use that on here, and that's the perfect little accent for the left side to give it just a little bit of a cluster. And I also added another one of those hearts, the yellow heart there, down into the cluster on the bottom right. Next, I know I need to have a title, and I'm going to be really imaginative and call it First Car. So I at first looked at maybe using these Jelly Bean Soup alpha beans in a yellow color, and decided that the yellow wasn't quite right with this, and so I found my go-to yellow alpha, and I'm almost out of these, so when I'm out I'm going to be very sad, but it's the American Crafts Stickers Boardwalk alphabet in honeycomb. I think I've gone through almost 3 full packages of these, or I've definitely used 1 full one and probably basically 2 full ones. I have a couple of packages, you can see, but that's because the letters are kind of different colors, so I'm trying not to mix the fonts or the colors in this particular font, which happens when you buy them, separately sometimes. And I'm thinking that the title's going to need to be short, so I'm thinking about using the 1ST for first. And I know I'm going to have to MacGyver an S here, so I just grab an 8, because you can easily make an S out of an 8. And so I'm putting down those letters, and as I'm putting these down, and I'm also going to need to make an A as well here, and an R. So lots of MacGyvering in this particular layout, which is fine, because then I'm using up my alphabet. And no, it doesn't make it exactly, but who says you can't create your alphabet, right? So I'm looking at that and thinking, wow, that doesn't take up very much space. Do I have an, can I make actually spell first with what I have left? And I'll have to MacGyver another R here, but I have the F and the I. So I'm pretty happy about that, and the visual weight of that title now is a lot better. And you're seeing this, and as I'm doing this, oh, and I also had to create the T there too. So of the letters that I have on this layout, only the C and the A were not created. So that's pretty cool. You know, if you think I have 8 letters there, and I created 6 out of the 8 letters on my own. So I know the big complaint about thickers is that you never have the right letter, and it's true that, you know, oftentimes you do run out of letters, but when you start looking at your alphabet creatively, you can really get more titles out of that font. It's just being creative about it. You know, I often use V's for A's, P's for R's, 8's for S's. You can create T's pretty easily out of a lot of different letters. C's make awesome E's. B's, the letter B, also makes an awesome E. D's will make C's if you need them, and E's really as well. So you just have to really kind of think. You can cut Q's into O's pretty easily. And those are just the things that I'm thinking of, you know, when I have capital fonts, but with small letter fonts, P's, Q's, B's, and D's all make great A's. So just, you know, look at your alphabets a little bit more creatively to get a good use out of them. The other thing too that I use oftentimes if I'm using a title with capital letters is I'll make an E out of a 3. All right, so that is all done. And now I just have to do a little bit more journaling here. And then my layout will be finished. So I hope you are all well. I hope you've enjoyed the process, and I'll be back again soon with another process video. Bye.